Alright. So we're going to talk about reading music. We're going to start out with quarter notes. Quarter notes. Can you guys say quarter notes?
Quarter notes.
Alright. So first thing I need to tell you is everything we're going to do in this video is going to be in this meter or time signature. Let me get rid of that line. Okay. You guys know what the top number means?
Denominator. Numerator.
Don't think fractions. Think back to music class in elementary school.
Because I hate math.
If you don't know, just say I don't know.
Number beats you got to do.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years since
It's been a while?
So we don't know.
Steven, you know?
Okay.
Okay.
I just know that means 4.
Okay. So yeah, the number 4 definitely means 4.
4 on the right.
I'm proud of you guys. Good job. All right. So the top number is going to mean is going to tell you how many beats are in your measure. Okay. So how many beats are in our measure?
4.
4. The bottom number tells us what type of note is equal to 1 beat. And you know what? That's kind of confusing, and we don't even really need to worry about it right now, so we're not going to worry about it right now. What you need to know, though, is that we're talking about 4 beats in a measure. So how many beats are in the measure?
4.
Okay. A measure is all the stuff that occurs between these two bar lines. We have to have how many beats?
4.
4. Okay? So, for instance, this is a quarter note. So if I have 4 of those, then I have a complete measure.
So to make it a complete measure, it has to be 4 notes?
You have to have 4 beats. It doesn't have to all be notes. It could be rest. We'll talk about that in a second. But you have to have 4 beats or 4 rests that equal 4 beats altogether so that we have 4. So like for instance, if I do this, is that okay? No, it's not complete. It's like having a car without a wheel. You know, you got 3 wheels. But I could do this. That's my version of a quarter rest. I don't draw them very well, so I just make them look like lightning strikes. So what a quarter rest means is you don't play anything when you see that. So what you're going to do is you're going to play notes here, and then you don't play anything there. So the way you play this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's play that on your pads. You ready? Have your 6. Hold on. Let me count you off. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest. Okay? So this means you don't play. You still have to count it, though. It's important to count. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one away. We're going to change our rhythm. What 2 beats are you resting on?
2 and 4.
2 and 4. So that means you don't play them. Do you still have to count them?
Yes.
Yeah, you still have to count them. Okay, so let's play what we see here. 1, 2, ready, go. You played more than what was there. Alright, but you got it right. Okay, good. Let's take this away. Let's take this away.
Rest, beat.
So, if this is a quarter note, this is a quarter, what do you think?
Rest.
Rest. Okay? Quarter note, quarter rest. And I'm going to put 1/4 there, just to kind of remind you, if I ask you again. Okay, so let's play this rhythm. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 4. Easy, right? Okay. Now, if I change this number, for instance, if I make it a 5, what does that tell us? What does that?
It has to be 5 beats a measure.
Yeah, we have to have 5 beats in the measure. Do we have 5 beats right now?
No, we have 4.
What is something we could do to add another beat?
Erase one and move it over.
We could make one of those beats a double beat.
Because then it would just be...
Ah, that's actually, you're wrong, but that's good that you brought that up because that'll lead us into the next thing here. Actually, what you need to do is you could add a rest, or you could add a note. You know, those are your only options to make it 5 beats. Now, when you're talking about a double beat, we'll get to that in a little bit here. But you know, this is a pretty cake, right? So let's really just like Drumline, for instance. If you're a snare drummer and you see an X on the page, what do you do with that?
Rest.
That's a rest.
An X on the page, like an X for a
Double
note.
beat.
For instance, if I do this, DJ, you've been looking at notes long enough. When you see that on snare drum music, what do you do with that?
Paradiddle.
you can hit the rim.
Oh.
You remember now?
I didn't see that part.
That was gonna
Okay.
be my first guess. But
So,
I guess.
for instance, I could do this. So I have 4 notes with the rim, and what hand do we usually play on the rim of the snare drum?
Right?
Yeah, right hand. So I'm going to put a little R there. So we're going to play 4 right hand notes, like click, 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 click. Let's play that together. Just play it on the edge of your pad. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, any questions about that? So what we're doing now is instead of talking about notes and rests, we're talking about different types of notes. For instance, playing notes on the rim. Or if I put this on here, what part of the drum do we play there?
The middle, right?
The middle of the snare drum, right? So if we're playing this with our right hand, what hand do we want to play this with?
Left.
Yeah, it's the other hand, because you can't use 2 of your right hands because you don't have 2 of your right hands. So let's play this measure the way it is. Okay, 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, now let's add one here. So now we're playing the snare drum in 2 places. We're playing it on beat 1, and now we're playing it also on beat 3. So let's play this whole measure the way it's written. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, so let's do this. Snare, rim, snare, rim. Let's do that. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, does that make sense?